Welcome back everyone, Mariah Monetize here, and in today's video I am going over my Ethereum trade, whether I have bought back in, whether I'm staying patient and waiting on that particular day of September 20th, where I think it's highly likely and highly probable that we may see the bottom of Ethereum, the buying opportunity of potentially a lifetime to get in before we see $10,000+ by the end of the year. This is never financial advice. I honestly don't trade that regularly, but I do look at the charts every single day. And I have seen massive opportunities recently that have inspired me to go ahead and get in on some trades. So this is your first time here. I sold 60 Ethereum with an average price of $3,660. And now Ethereum is currently sitting at $3,411. So let's do a quick calculation here of how much I am in the profit here. So let's see, 660 minus 411 puts me at $249, a profit of each coin for $60. So I'm currently in the profit for about $15,000. At one point I was in the profit for when I was actually in front of my computer, like $27,000, because I should have had buy order set between $3,000 and $3,200 when I initially sold back around September 3rd, but I didn't. So that's the current amount that I'm in a profit at. I was honestly, yesterday the price got really close and even probably touched $3,660. And part of me just wanted to get in and be done with the trade, because there's this aspect of I have to constantly be on my phone and constantly look at the charts no matter what I'm doing. No matter if I'm out trying to shop or having dinner with someone, I have to be extremely attentive when it comes to this trade currently. To make sure that I get in at the right time. And the charts, just every second, it will tell you something different about the charts. So that's why I don't have any particular buy order set on the second 30 that I sold. If you've been here, you know that I have buy order set between $2,500 and $3,000. And then when it comes to the second half of Ethereum that I sold, that's just kind of sitting there lingering. But I do want to say that I have made just a couple purchases. So you could see right here, this was today the 17th. I bought one at $34.67. So for me, I'm just taking, little nibbles at Ethereum because I'm not trying to get in at one particular price. I even bought one yesterday at $3,600. You can see here that on the 13th, I bought one at $31.32. That was an excellent buy. So you can see here on my completed orders that I completed an order today as well on Gemini, $34.58. And then you could see here, I bought one yesterday at $36.34. And then I bought another one on the 10th at $32.88. So I have accumulated here, a few Ethereum, about 5 or so. And I'm still looking to buy back that 55, right? So I could still be in the profit majorly right now if I just go ahead and jump in. But the gambler in me just wants a little bit more, because I still believe, and the charts are looking like it's going to happen more today than it did yesterday, that we are going to make another intense low and that Ethereum is going to drop significantly. So this is the weekly chart here on Ethereum. We did not make a higher high. This right here, this red 9, I am thinking some pullback. So I think that we are definitely going to visit between 3,000 and 3,100 again. So part of me just wants to put a bunch of buy orders in that range, but then the other part of me, the gambler in me, wants to put buy orders even lower. So I think we could also potentially, flirt with these moving averages, these DMAs down here. So weekly chart is giving me quite hope. Yesterday, we saw some strength, but it wasn't enough strength for me to be okay, I'm jumping back in. So my patience is paying off, and we are just 3 days from September 20th. So I'm going to be keeping a really close eye these next few days when it comes to jumping back in. This is the daily chart here, and I don't see a ton of strength. I mean, we need to be making a higher high to continue the uptrend. It doesn't really look like that's going to happen. On top of it, we made a lower low. So this is a bearish sign. When I say lower low, what do I mean? I mean that this was the low, high, low, higher high, higher low. But what did we do over here? We made a lower low. Bearish, okay? When this went below the bottom of these candles, bearish signal, okay? Let's go and look at the 12-hour chart. 12-hour chart looking weak. We needed to make a higher high, and we did not even get close to the higher high. It was really the the bulls' time to shine, but they're not really pulling it off. This is a 4-hour chart, which is actually looking okay. This right here, the green moving average crossing below the red, is definitely, a big sign there, but the Ethereum could easily on the 4-hour, stop in this range. So we just don't want to see Ethereum go below the low of this candle, which is 31.11. Okay, and then over to the 1-hour chart here. 1-hour chart looking ugly, trending downwards. I mean, it's so weird that I'm literally rooting for Ethereum to go down in price. It's a very, very strange place to be in, because I really haven't sold too many times with the anticipation of buy lower, but here I am in this current situation, and it honestly feels strange to be excited about the price dropping. But even though everything else is dropping, for me, it's like I'd rather be trading Ethereum over Bitcoin, because I respect my Bitcoin more than I respect my Ethereum, because I believe that Bitcoin is truly decentralized versus Ethereum, which isn't necessarily as decentralized. 30-minute chart trending downwards, no signs of a trend reversal. Let's go and look at the 5-minute chart on Ethereum. 5-minute chart picking up a little bit, so we might get a little bit more upside. But overall, 5-minute, 1 minute, whatever. It's this 1-hour chart here that honestly makes me believe that we're going to revisit this range down here. Probably, I wouldn't be surprised if we get down to 32.50 today. That wouldn't surprise me at all. I think we're going to see more blood in the streets throughout the weekend with the massive buying opportunity. So what does that mean? That means September 20th is Monday. Okay, so I'm going to be keeping a close eye on things, looking to purchase. The more that it drops, the more that I'm going to accumulate. Let's just revisit the current buy orders that I have over here on Gemini. I should honestly put some low buy orders in as well. I should really start taking the opportunity to start buying back in, because, I'm literally profiting $220 per coin. I'm in the profit $15,000. You would think that would be enough and that would make me happy. But the gambler in me is like, I'd rather break even than, with the possibility of being able to buy lower, because this is the thing. Okay, so let's say, for example, let me go ahead and pull up my calculator here on my computer. Let's say, for example, I buy in at $29.60 and I make $1,000 per coin. Okay. And then I buy back in at about 3,000. So that gives me the opportunity to, let's see here. I would be able to pick up an additional 20 Ethereum. Okay. And then let's say that we see Ethereum at $10,000 by the end of the year, which I think is highly likely. Then, just like that, I am able to not just profit 20 additional Ethereum at whatever price or whatever that initial amount is, I'm able to actually profit $200,000. So I'm kind of swinging for the fences here. I think that's what I meant to say yesterday, swinging for the fences. So let's look at my open orders here on Gemini. 29.88, 24.13, 22.33, 22.22, 30.99, 30.11, 28.66. I kind of just put random numbers in. I don't like to do flat numbers or really even numbers, or even numbers are fine, but I don't want to put exactly 2,800 or 2,900. I just put random numbers in there because there's psychological levels that people put their buy orders at. And if you look at the order book, they're really thick around those numbers. So I put random numbers in there to hopefully still catch those dips. So yeah, you could see here between, 2,500 all the way up to about 3,000, 3,100. I have those buy orders set on Gemini, and I should probably just have a pending buy order on Kraken as well for 2,800, right? If I'm profiting $1,100 a coin, I just need to be happy with that and move on with the situation. This has actually been very time consuming. It's taken up, I feel like I've been able to manage the trade quite well from a stress perspective. Because I sold $220,000 worth of Ethereum, right? So it is a big amount. It's a big chunk. And for me, it's you just have to always be you can't really be present, because all you're thinking about is your Ethereum trade, and you need to buy back in because you don't want to be buying above, I don't want to be buying above 36.60. So going to be patient, going to set some price and buy orders around the $3,000 range on my Kraken sale. That is all that I have for you today. Thank you so much for being here. Today's been a great day. I'm gonna go watch a basketball game, and I actually successfully confiscated or repossessed a sort of stolen rental car from my rental car business today. And did it all by myself. Didn't even have to call the police. So it was a big win. big, big win. Lots of winning today. Winning with Ethereum, winning with confiscating a car that was stolen, basically. That's all that I have for you today. As always, go out there and create a portfolio that you love.